When it comes to retirement, many times we bury our heads in the sand when we hear how much we should be saving. Wealth strategist and tax attorney Rebecca Walser is here with more on a startling article. New York Post is releasing some information that's kind of got people a little concerned.
Actually, it was an interview they did with me. So it's their interview of me. We have it actually up. Let's see if we can bring it up. We will bring it up. But yeah, here it is. So Americans will need 1.5 million to retire comfortably. So,
Rebecca,
yes,
what are we doing?
I know. So do you remember last week, Natalie, we talked about how Social Security is not going to be there for, if you're under 50 and under, you should just not really plan on it at all.
And you upset me then. Are you going to give me more bad news today? No, I'm joking aside.
Yeah, I know. So normally, I mean, just the general information, if you're out there working, a lot of people think, well, gosh, if I get to $1 million by the time we call it reaching the summit, you know, because we go up the mountain, we are accumulating, we hit the summit, we're retiring, and we're descending the mountain, we're living our retirement exit strategy out. So once you hit the summit, and people are thinking, if I get to $1 million when I hit this retirement date, I have arrived, I have done it. And I would say that that's probably true for most Americans, you know, even more than a lot of people, but that they have Social Security, they have all these other things that are going for them. For the people that are we're looking at Social Security really skeptically now, 50 and under, or even 55 and under, to be honest. And then we're also saying, hey, we have really low bond yields, so low interest rates. Even though they're going to be rising this year, we still have low interest rates, which doesn't pay us a lot on the money we have in retirement. All of these factors, plus inflation, plus all of these other things, make us say, hey, $1 million really is not what it used to be when you run the numbers.
And that's where you come into that summit, that plateau that people want to try to get to, not necessarily should be the stopping point.
Yeah, so what you want to do is start to change the mindset. You want to try to say, hey, America, wake up. Let's not count Social Security if you're this age and under. And instead of thinking $1 million is going to get you there, you got to think if you lose Social Security, you're losing easily $1 million in retirement payments over a 30-year period. Sure, over a 30-year period. Think about it. Maybe the average person is making $25,000 a year for 30 years. You are getting the equivalent of basically $1 million of retirement income paid out to you. So if that's gone, we've lost that. We have inflation. We have low interest rates. We have all these things that are saying we need to actually save more. We have to take on more on our individual responsibility. As people's lives the longevity, people are saying, increases. Does this play a role? That is the other thing. So we are living longer, and Medicare is cost shifting. So they're moving more stuff to the individual to cover than they can cover. So between cost shifting and Medicare, which has to happen, we know, and the fact that you're living longer, medical expenses will be a larger part of what you've saved up. So to account for that and all the other factors that we've talked about, $1 million is nowhere where we should no longer be benching that at retirement.
And I know a lot of times you like to work with your clients on an individual basis and kind of help them. And you say you can't solve the problem. You're just informing people of the problem, right?
Well, there are solutions. I mean, there are things. But unfortunately, what we are not used to in America and what's happening now is we have to shift it to our personal responsibility. We cannot think of, okay, I'll have Social Security, I'll have Medicare. We hope that Medicare will still be around in some form or the other, but we do know that costs are already being shifted. Like, for example, with this tax reform, nobody talked about the fact that more people now fall into the highest Medicare Part B premium than they previously did. So there are quiet, under the surface things happening to get costs shifted, to increase co-payments, co-expenses, premium payments, and to basically say you got to do more. So I'm trying to say to America, hey, if you're younger, you're going to have to take more responsibility. Plan on doing more.
Plan on doing more. And if you want some help on your planning, well, be sure and give Rebecca a call or visit her website. All of that information is on your screen. She'd love to hear from you. We love to hear from you as you continue to spread the news that people need to be taking into consideration. Thank you again.
Thanks, Natalie.